Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Weekend Filler. Weekend Filler, as you know, is the show about people just like you all over the Delaware Valley. Doing cool things, seeing cool things, eating cool things, this week, cooking cool things. In fact, we like to say, we're putting the U back in UHF. First up, Philly Roller Derby, Kids Edition. When we asked Philly Roller Derby to do a spot about their kids, they did us one better. They actually sent us a spot, all done. Erica Van Stone, take a bow.
Roller derby uses a lot of muscles that you don't use like when you're not on skates, so it hurts a lot.
My friend Elena, she had her birthday party at a roller skating place, so I was looking for a sport to do, so I decided to do roller derby.
I've always had some problems with anger management, and I learned more about the sport, like the basic rules and stuff, and I was like, hey, you know what, this is for me, I should start doing this.
When I saw my sisters doing it, I thought it would be really fun, and so I got my own skates and tried it out. It's basically the contact of football, but on wheels.
There's like a pack and you have to get through the pack, and it's like you have to like knock people over and stuff like that, but it's basically on skates.
So there are 5 people on each team on the track at once.
There's 4 blockers and 1 jammer. Basically the jammer wants to get through those blockers to get points. And so you don't have a lot of room to get through, and that's the whole point, and they're really strong. It's hard.
I like jamming because you can go as fast as you want to, and no one even cares besides the blockers.
You really have to work with your team. You have to know what they want you to do, and you have to ask them for help sometimes, and you just have to work with them.
Blue team is going to be on that side, and we have a 4-wall and a 3-wall.
There's more work that goes into the practices than my school sports. I like having to work towards something more than you're just like there and you get to play and then you go home. It's definitely hard work for everybody.
For about 9 years, I danced. I took the last year off because of me getting into roller derby. I think dance improved my balance and that helps. But I just think my body being hurt and stuff to get back up and keep going, that's tough that dance didn't teach me.
People think us girls, I guess, is not as tough, but like in this sport, I just feel that I still feel tough and aggressive and strong.
You're going to get better as a skater if you set goals and try to work toward them. I want you to think about it, identify something you want to work on and do it.
I learned that I can be myself here. You can be completely different from everyone and you'll still fit in.
I just feel like I'm included, I guess. Roller derby like builds my confidence.
Even if the sport is for boys, girls can still be awesome at that sport. It doesn't mean that you can't do the sport. Roller derby is available for everyone.
Next up, South Jersey Pinelands Curling. When I first heard curling, I was like, bro, you don't even lift. But it's not that kind of curling.
Hi, I'm Jane Sharp. Welcome to Jersey Pinelands Curling Club. So curling, that crazy sport on ice. Sometimes it's called chess on ice. You may have watched it on the Olympics. You may not understand anything about it, but it's a lot of fun. It's basically pretty simple. You take a rock, you throw it down the ice at a target that we call a house. So basically, we're throwing rocks at houses. Along the way, you sweep, and somebody usually yells really loud to encourage you to sweep hard, sweep harder. And then we score the ends. And an end is kind of like an inning in baseball. So we play anywhere from 6 to 8 ends, and that's a game. 2 hours, and you walk about 2 miles and have a lot of fun. Jersey Pinelands is a new club. We've only been here 3 years at Mount Laurel. So right now we're doing adult curling, which is basically anyone from about age 16 up to wherever you want to start. So every game starts with a handshake and good curling between 2 teams of 4 people. The circles are called the houses. And the idea is to get your rock the closest to the center, which is called the button. And you want to get the more of your rocks closer to the middle. After a game, we do what's called broom stacking. And we sit around with your opponents and we share beverages and food, often adult beverages.
I want to try to teach safety as best I can. Again, I've seen lots of people fall at various times. I've seen how they've done it. I also want to show basic fundamentals, how to slide out of the hack. It's not muscles that everybody uses every day, and it's not something that everyone does. There's a lot of etiquette involved in curling. It's an old Scottish game. So the Scottish were always big on etiquette and rules. In the last 2 years, I probably curl about 40 weeks out of 52. I have found it to be addictive, and I really enjoy the game. I enjoy the people that I've met.
Everybody's so friendly. We have food afterwards, drinks, whatever.
This is my absolute first time curling. Obviously, I've watched it on the Olympics many years and found it as a curious sport. Our instructor said we did had a very good showing the first 8, I guess they call it, or the first lane. I still am not up on all the jargon yet. Getting there.
So that's Jersey Pinelands Curling Club. We hope that you'll come out and join us and join our fun.
Instead of getting a $6,000 die made, I bought a $2,000 machine, and now I can make anything I'd like.
Welcome back, Fillerinos. Mucky Chris is what's called a digital sculpture. That means he designs stuff on his computer and then 3D prints it. The idea is pop culture meets Buddha, and the force is very strong with this one.
My name is Chris Melns. I make 3D pop culture toys. I'm a digital sculptor, so there's no clay involved. I design everything inside the laptop, and then when I'm done with the 3D sculpture, I send it to the 3D printers that I'm surrounded with right now. About 5 years ago, I worked with a company called Square. I patented something, and I wanted to put it into retail really quickly for Square, so I ended up buying 3D printers to make this little widget for Square instead of getting injection molding. Instead of getting a $6,000 die made, I bought a $2,000 machine, and now I can make anything I'd like. I was trying to make a statement about the comparison of the Force in Star Wars to Buddhism and how there's similarities. So I mashed up this Buddha body with pop culture, mostly Star Wars heads. It started with Yoda because Yoda is the most like a Buddha. Then after that, people were requesting if I have a Yoda on my dashboard, I really have to have a Vader next to him. And then if you have a Vader, I really need to have Boba Fett because he's the antagonist. It just expanded from there. So now we have, I think, more than 70 different figures. And that's kind of why Disney doesn't have an issue with me doing this. I had a meeting with them to get a license. And they said, actually, this is a new piece of art. This is not replacing something we have already since it's unique. So go to town, and when you sell more than $20,000 a month in these figures, then come and talk to us and we'll work something out so you're totally legal. But until then, have a great time, and they've been very giving. Another line that I'm doing is these light switch covers. That's a Millennium Falcon light switch cover and a Frankenstein throw the switch light switch cover. So my website is www.muckychris, MUCKYCHRIS.com. And I get orders every day. I send them out every day. You can build a small business with a very little investment right here at home, and that's also pretty rewarding. I enjoy that I'm able to start a business in my house, I have 2 kids, an 8 and a 10-year-old, so to be with them while they're growing up and to be in the house and not send this job away to a factory somewhere faceless, it means a lot to me.
As you know, we love our friends at CZW Wrestling. This week we're going back to CZW for a very emotional moment when Joe Gacy wins his first ever World Championship. He's a big burly dude, but look in his eyes, you'll see it.
What brings me to Cage of Death is this man right here. We got Joe Gacy representing.
Up for a second though, but still.
One of my friends tonight was wrestling for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm here tonight to support my good buddy Joe Gacy. So today I came to Cage of Death to watch one of my good friends wrestle for the CZW Heavyweight Championship.
I am at Cage of Death to support a very good friend of mine, Joe Gacy.
It's more, you can't even see it coming. It's not even the fact that he's 50 years invisible.
Well, I'm here because my fiance dragged me here.
Hi.
No, it's actually a lot of fun. Crowd's really excited. We're here with friends. We're cheering on our friend Joe Gacy, who just won the titles.
Yes!
This is probably the greatest moment of my life. I can't really explain or duplicate into words the ways that I'm feeling or how I felt when I was out there when it happened. It's been a really rough week for me, and to have it get to this moment, this is the best moment of my life. It felt like everything that I've been through, all my lows, all my highs, all the miles I've traveled, killing my transmission on my car basically, because I drive my car so much to shows all over the place. Sorry if that wasn't allowed.
Say that.
It really did. It made it all worth it. Everything that I endured for the last 9 years. That one moment, the culmination of hard work.
Drink it in, Joe Gacy. You deserve every bit of this adulation here tonight.
This is CZW World Heavyweight Champion Joe Gacy, and you're watching Weekend Filler.
Mushrooms are the #1 vegetable cash crop, putting in over $400 million a year.
Welcome back, Filler fans. Next up is a thing we call kitchen hacks. Kitchen hacks is us going to the kitchen to make things very, very easy for you. In a weird synergy, our 500th liker was a girl named Julie Tyson, and this is actually her recipe.
Let's put it in the oven. Oh, delicious. You want to let this cool a little bit before you take your first bite. Delicious. For this recipe and other kitchen hacks, go to weekendfiller.com.
Since 1927, the Phillips family has been shrooming in Kennett Square, PA. You don't want to take shiitake from anyone but the Phillips family.
Hi, I'm Jim Angelucci, General Manager of Phillips Mushroom Farms, located in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, the mushroom capital of the United States. Commercial mushroom cultivation in the United States started here in Kennett Square around 1896, when a commercial carnation grower's son saw wasted space under his carnation beds. So in 1902, he and a fellow named Harry Hicks built the first building specifically to grow mushrooms. And then in the early part of the 1900s, it just mushroomed into what it is today. So today, Kennett Square is still the largest concentration of growers anywhere in the country. Mushrooms are their #1 vegetable cash crop, putting in over $400 million a year into the economy. Chester County here in Kennett Square, Berks County produced 68% of the mushrooms in the United States, which was over 1.2 billion nationwide last year. So I started with Phillips in 1973, so this is my 44th year here. I grew up in Kennett Square, so as a young kid, my father told me when I was 8 years old, time to put something on the table beside your elbow, so he got me a job at one of his friends' mushroom farms, and I've been doing it ever since. We are third largest in the United States, and unlike other farms, we grow 7 different varieties here. What we're standing in is a typical Pennsylvania mushroom growing double, as we call it. There are 24 beds stacked in tiers of 6, 4 tiers to a room. So in the 23 or 24 days that we actually harvest mushrooms out of the 10-week cycle, this room, because it's a brown variety room, will produce anywhere from 48 to 56,000 pounds of mushrooms. A mushroom doubles in size in 24 hours, so every mushroom is hand-picked to ensure its quality and freshness. These are shiitake mushrooms. We were the first farm in the U.S. to grow these in 1979, year-round for the fresh market. In collaboration with Jim Roberts at Lambert's Barn Company in Coatesville, we started using a method that the Japanese were using. So we took the 6 years possible growth and shrunk it down to 4 months. These are gray oyster mushrooms. There are about 15 different species of the Pleurotus genus, and they come in colors. We do gray, brown, and yellow. This variety is another species of oyster mushroom. It's called Pleurotus oryngii. We've trademarked the name Royal Trumpet because actually you can see the mushroom looks like a trumpet. It's grown mostly for the stem. The cap is edible too, but the stem has a very dense texture. It's great in soups. This is pom-pom. It's also called lion's mane or monkey's head. And the great thing about this, pom-pom grows in about 26 days. To the contrary, next to it is maitake, or hen of the woods. That takes almost 90 days to grow. So the 2 extremes. The mushrooms grown at all 6 of our farms come back here to our main location in Kennett Square. Our mushrooms generally are picked, packed, and shipped within the same day. So everything on the farm is certified organic, and everything that is used as a substrate is recycled back into potting soil. The woodlands at Phillips, which is our retail facility, anything that looks like a mushroom has a mushroom monitor in it is sold there. And in addition, for guests visiting the area, there is a mushroom exhibit where mushrooms are taken from our growing facility, brought over as an example of how we grow mushrooms. There are videos and educational posters for people to look at, and it is free. Thanks for visiting Phillips Mushroom Farms. Look for us online at www.phillipsmushroomfarms.com.
Thanks for sticking around, Filler fans. In our last segment, we're mixing way back with minor feedback, and we're going to do Kid Time News. We love this thing. Kid Time News was a huge part of our heritage here, so if you know one of these Kid Timers, tell them to give us a call. We'd love to see what they're up to.
Hi, I'm Chad Bellmeyer. And I'm Courtney Everton. We're Kid Time News Summer Reporters. Have you ever had doubts about buying a toy or wondered about a movie? Then there's a magazine just for you, Zillions.
It covers issues from how pizzas stack up and what toys work best.
The products are tested by kids just like you. In each article, the kids write about what was best and worst about the products.
The magazine comes every 2 months. It has special features that appear in each issue, like Sneaky Sell. It focuses on what products rip you off.
To get Zillions, write to Zillions, P.O. Box 54861, Boulder, Colorado 80322.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
When most people retire, they usually stay home and play golf all the time. But what do horses do?
They go to Ryer's Farm for the age of quines. It is a place where older horses have come to enjoy their golden years. Hi, I'm Chad Billmeyer.
And I'm Ed Shields. We're Kid Time News Summer Reporters.
With 64 aged horses now at Ryer's Farm and another 270 horses on their waiting list, Ryer's is a great place for horses to retire instead of being put to sleep.
And truly living up to his title, Wire grows all of its own hay, straws, and grain.
To be exact, they have 12 acres of wheat, 8 acres of oats, and 11 acres of barley. And what they don't use, they sell to pay for some of their expenses.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
So that's our show. Thanks for letting us fill a little of your weekend. We hope you had as much fun watching this as we had making it. We love making this show. We have a blast every week. Please don't forget to follow us on social. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and our all-new Weekend Filler Facebook. As advertised, we started our new Weekend Filler Facebook. There's nothing more lonely than a new Facebook. Right now, it's just me, Trav, and John, so get in there. Like it. You're on your couch right now. You're on your phone. Just get in there. Like us. It's that simple. Like us on the phone. I'm literally watching the show right now, and I'll see you like it. I'll probably, text it or something. I'm Tony Romeo, and until next week, we'll see you on the internet.